What are you doing? No, that's not what I was trying to go to. Okay. All right. Let's say, oh, I started getting emotional, man. I got a video update that was like my dog. So, the one that I just lost a few months ago. So I was like, I better go live. Like, I'm getting like misty. You know what I mean? I said, my new doggy, he's wonderful, but he is a pain in the ass. Thank you, Eric, honey. I appreciate you. He's a pain in the ass. So ask me how I did in pool this week, y'all. Ask me how I did in pool. Well, I got my first patch the other night, and it's like the big patch. Like it's we'll say like the second highest patch. Like my very first patch, I had a really good season last season. So I did 1 week where I had an 18-2. So they got 2 points, I got 18 points, right? I only need 20, like total. That's what we need, right? And then the next week I did a 20-0. So I got 20, they got zero. And the next week after that, I did another 18-2. Now this week is our new start of the season. So I was like, all right, like I'm ready. I'm like, let's do this. I've been practicing. I'm ready to go. Like, let's do this thing. So I get my ass whooped Wednesday. And I went last night and I did 9 ball. They didn't call me for 8 ball. They called me for 9 ball. And I got my ass whooped again. And I'm like, I think I made a whopping 1 point last night. Like I got my ass handed to me this week, and that's okay. Maybe next week will be better. Who knows? I did so bad this week. Hi, what's going on, King? Hey, how are you? Hello, Lalit Kumar. Good morning. Did you need an 8 ball? Like what kind? Some comments in this like were filtered. Whatever said what, it just like yeah, I'll tell you what, like it was not a good week for my game at all. It was I don't like to stream like when I shoot pool because I feel like it's one thing if I'm practicing and like people know that it's up and like they're cool with it being up. Like you guys will see me out practicing by myself, like just going out and shooting and whatnot. I normally do that on the weekend. Like I'll go out and practice. And if I'm fantastic, I am fantastic. We are from India. You are can say hey. Oh, okay. Hi. What's going on, Lily? Good morning. Welcome from the U.S. all the way to India. So, but I've been told I have a strong fan base there. Yeah, guys, do me a favor, tap the screen like the live. I said I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on TikTok. Welcome through. We do the weird news in the morning, and normally I'll put my makeup on. I am staying home tonight because I've been out for like all week, so I'm staying home tonight. So I said I will put my phone up somewhere and like kind of. I I don't know what does that mean? GFRO. I don't know what that means. Like, listen, my shorthand's like lacking, but so yeah, I'll put it up. Like, I'll figure like, people can come watch me if they choose to come watch me. Like, I'll fuck up a lot. I'll make a lot of random shots. I'll try stuff I didn't normally wouldn't go for, but like, shit, let's try it, right? And so I. The season's just getting started. This is I did so bad this week. I literally had a perfect shot last night on the 9 ball, right? I was like ready. I was ready to wrap it up and shit. And I meant to do a stop shot. So what you do is a quick poke, right? And you go right at the middle of the ball and it hits the ball, but then it stops, right? So tell me why I scratched on the 9. Are they from India? Invite them over. Get them to do a Hollywood dance for you. Trust me, I've had that. There's a dude on here, like on TikTok. I've battled him before, who's from India, and that's like his whole like shtick. Like he literally has a ceiling fan, and he'll hang from like the ceiling fan and shit and dance and like it's a whole thing. I'm like, I've had so many. I think there's a statue built to me, like built of me in India. Like I said, I have a very strong fan base there in Pakistan. hmm Like I feel like if I go there, that there it would be like, you ever seen pigeons following somebody that's like walking by eating a bagel or something? Like that's what I. Hello, 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 hello. Stop. Hello, Amerisauce. Hello, guys. Welcome to Tap the Screen for Me. Like the live. I appreciate it when people stop by. Like I said, I do like it when people stop by. Everybody's more than welcome in here. If you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. Like I said, I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. So if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you, I'm not making it up in my head. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I like to think that I'm not. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna look up some weird news today, but I'm gonna do makeup today. Fuck it. Like I'm good. I'm not going out today. I'm not like I'm like I'm staying home. I'm going out tomorrow night. I'm gonna go practice. Like I dance DMs hard. My ass off. See, that would be awesome. I would totally nice tattoos. Thank you. I'm collecting. Yeah, I like these because like if you collect Pokemon cards. Hi from New Zealand. Hi Adrian. What's going on? But yeah, like Pokemon cards, those things can always go up in a fire. Like your tattoos will stay with you. It's like the one thing that goes in the ground with you. And my mom was really against tattoos. Like my mom was really, really against tattoos to the point where like every time I get a new one, I can hear her voice in the back of my head being like, Renee, why are we doing this? Oh God, another one. You have enough. Hello. Swally. I don't know. I'm trying with names this morning, guys. Hold on. Let me plug in my main phone because it is losing power on me again. Again. So, but yeah, I would totally go. I think it would be a great time. Yeah, I think it would be a great time. Here we go. But, yeah, so I lost a lot this week. It happens, right? Like maybe we'll win them all next week. Who knows? Who knows? Like there's only one way to find out. But so yeah, I got my first patch. That's great. The only one that's higher than the patch that I got was there's one, right? And it's like where you get like it's a double jeopardy. So if you hit the 8 ball in on the break and then you hit the 9 ball in on the break as well, which is very hard to do for either one of those. So, hi Zedar. Look, you didn't ask Zedar, I swear to God, if you ask me if I remember you today, I swear, you and me are gonna fight. Like I swear, do not ask me. It goes through every day. He's like, do you remember me? Yeah, your name is Zedar. Like that's hard to forget. All right, so let's see. There was a book found bricked in a fireplace and it's returned to Australian library 150 years overdue. I don't even know at that point, why did they even bother taking them back to the library? Like, why do they do that? Like, why do they feel the need to reunite the book with the library? Like, if that was me, I would take it, I would put that shit on eBay, I would sell it as an antique, and then guess what? I would get some money for that bitch. I'm not paying to send a book to fucking Australia to return it back to its original, fuck their original place. Like, yeah, I mean, this book is 150 years old. Sell that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you find a book in a wall. Maybe that's the universe's way of telling you that they wanted you to get the value of this 150-year-old book. Maybe. Maybe. And then you're just like, oh, let me send it back. What are they going to do with it now? What are they going to do with that book now? Hey, the library's probably going to sell it, just to let you know. But, like, what are they going to do? They're not going to put it back into circulation. It's a 150-year-old book. They're going to put it in case. Heart of Midnight. I owned a video about almost 10 years later. Did you? I was going to say, I worked in a shop that was, it was a toy shop, but not for kids, if you catch my meaning. And we had a movie section. And we would have guys that would literally, I returned it, did you? I mean, 10 years is one thing, but like 150 years? Where'd you return it to? What was it, like Blockbuster? There's like not even Blockbuster. How do you return it? Like, even if it's 10 years later, where do you send that to? You're like, here, take it back. It's fine. I don't need this anymore. Looks like a fucking, like you played hockey with it. Like it's like a DVD. Like they don't make DVD players. I like and I sub. Thank you, Zedar. I appreciate that. I do like it when people sub to me. And I mean that more than one way. Okay. But yeah, like I'm saying, it's a 150-year-old book. Like they're going to either put it on display somewhere. They're not putting it back into circulation because of a 150-year-old book. But like, why even send it back? Like, just sell the bitch. There's collectors out there. So I said we had a movie section, right? And there were guys that would literally come through and they would check the movie dates. Like, they were like, you wouldn't think that there would be people that would be avid collectors of those type of movies, but there are people that are those avid collector movie goers, like of those types of movies. Like we would have to do specialty orders to get ones in that were older because they like, oh well, I don't have this one in my collection. I'm like, how do you date? Like, like if a girl walked up to you and was like, hey, you can take me home tonight, you're gonna take her home into your apartment that's filled with fucking dirty movies? Like, I don't think she's gonna be depressed. And by the way, that sound, my dog's sitting next to me snoring, so you need company. Oh yeah, my character had a cat on her leg. Have you ever seen any of the trauma videos? What is that? It's like a Tromaville, right? I believe I haven't seen these in like years, but there was one. It was called Tromeo and Juliet. I can remember seeing it when I was like 16, right? And it was one of the funniest. I laughed harder when I was 16 years old at this movie than I have ever laughed harder. They literally had a wiener monster. And the wiener monster, like Juliet had never done anything before. And the wiener monster, she was having a dream about this giant wiener monster trying to get her. I laughed like to the point where I couldn't breathe. Brett, good morning, honey. But like I couldn't breathe. Like there was a movie that came in the store, right? Like, okay, so we had a little one, like my friend's extra, and I bet I was gonna say they're actually based out of like Jersey. Like they still do a lot of stuff to this day. I see their stuff come up because I said I'm only in Delaware, so it's like I see their stuff pop up. But I'm like, well, that's good that they're still around. There was another one where like the chick was like fighting off an evil guy tadpole. You know what I was saying? And like the dudes running around the apartment shaking it. Like they're interesting. So I see like a lot of times when I'm at Comic Cons and whatnot, I'll see like Trauma and whatnot like post up somewhere. I'm like, good for them. They've been around for like 30 years making some weird ass shit. Like, go for them. Like, I think it's been longer than 30 years because I said I was 16 the very first time and it had already been out for a bit. But I'm like, man, if you can make a life doing weird shit, why not? I mean, do something that interests you. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of what it is, even if it's, who am I to judge somebody for being a collector of High Zedar? What's happening? But, like, who am I to judge somebody for being a collector of, those kind of movies? But I'm still like, we would have a dude that would come in every week, right? He wouldn't even go into, hi, Giuseppe, what's going on? He wouldn't even go into the back of the store. Like, he never came for anything else but the movies. He wouldn't even go to the movie section. He literally had the boss's number and would text, I can't go, good morning. He would text the boss and say, hey, I'm coming up on Friday. Can you send, like, it was like just random, like he would ask for a couple of them and then he'd say, well, surprise me with the rest. And he would literally stand there and go through this whole huge pile of movies. And he came in every week and he would drop like $400. He was like a sous chef. Like, what's your name? I'm Ren. It's nice to meet you. But even though we've already met like 8 million times. But yeah, like I mean, like, but he was like the nicest guy. Like, local indie video company. The first, was it? I mean, I don't really think like. I mean, I had to like really like, and it's like. I don't know what else to add. Oh, besides hi, it's cool. I mean, take your time. Like, like you ain't gotta, you ain't gotta rush it. Wasn't stared at. Well, like, so, okay, I would have a lot of women that would come in and they were like scared to death to do that. Like the back door, like they just wouldn't, oh my God, he wants it. I'm like, girl, it is not that hard. Like I was literally giving classes on how to do that shit. I'm like, what you gonna do? Is you gonna, I mean, I would walk them through the steps of it. It was definitely a different type of job, but like it was something like I loved it there. I loved it there. I had so much fun. I loved my customers. I loved the girls that I worked with. Like I just absolutely loved it. Like and it fit me. It fit me. I don't know why it fit me so well because I'm like. But it was like a very laid back atmosphere. It was very, you know what I mean? Like I loved it. If the money had been better and like it got to the point where it was stressful and all that stuff. But like I loved it. Like I just, like I said, I loved my customers. I would go out in public, right? Like in normal everyday life. And I said, Delaware is not a huge place. And I would go out, like say I'd be at like Costco or something, just something random, right? John Waters? I don't know. Isn't that the dude from America's Most Wanted, John Waters? I don't know who John Waters is. No, I grew up like a mile away from Biden. Like, like, we all knew who he was. I can remember the day I was literally on my way home from work, the day that he got nominated for the presidency, right? And I was driving by, and I didn't even realize it was his house. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is happening out front of this house? I went and like, oh, pink flamingos. Okay, well, I don't know. Is that where he's from? I have no idea. No idea. But I like drove by his house and I'm like, the fuck? Like I thought there was like some serious crime that had happened there. Like I thought there was like, like something because there were all these reporters out front of his house. And I told my sister when I got home, I said, I don't know what the hell happened. I said, but up the road, I said, I was on my way home from work. There's all these reporters at that big mansion over there because he was like one of our congressmen for like, or he was our state senator for something like 30 years. Like we all knew who he was before he even did whatever he was doing. And he was very well known in the area and not exactly like we all kind of knew about him because he would go and like speak at school. Like he spoke in like my sixth grade class, like shit like that. Like like my sisters went to school with his sons, like all that. I talk shit. I like that. I like that. I was gonna say I'm good with talking shit. Like I'm good with talking like that's cool. Like talking shit. That's how like in my life. That's how like I show affection. Is I gotta like talk shit. I gotta watch on here. I had a friend when I first started on TikTok. Right, that is way like I said. I do pool. I grew up around a lot of guys. I grew up going to concerts. There was not a lot of stuff to do in Delaware, so we would hang out down in skate park. Like just normal stuff that normally was a lot of guys. Even in my life now, it's still like a lot of guys. I said I'm the only female on my pool team, and it's like 10 guys and me. Like I mean, like I'm literally the only female. But that's how we kind of show like like that we care is like busting each other's balls. Like that's what you're supposed to do with your friends, right? I was like it was like my second third day on like TikTok, right? And I have a friend that I knew from Meet Me, right? I started off live streaming on Meet Me. I have a friend who he's got these tattoos on his face, and it looks like this. Like he got them, he was drunk, he was at a party. He got it, and it says Suey Boy, which is like a juggalo thing. I don't know. And so it was like this because it was like a little off kilter because I guess the tattoo. And I was like, dude, like I used to, oh my God, I used to bust his balls so bad about this. And so he came through it. I was talking shit to him the one day and it banned me for bullying. I was like, man, like, listen, this is like how we show we care in my life. Like, if I don't talk shit to you, it probably means I don't like you. Like, if I'm just like, yeah, I'm not, like, I'm like, but so I said, I don't know, I'm used to people busting my chops. Like, that's just kind of, like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I think that I'm pretty thick skinned. The only women in my life that I really grew up around were like I had four older sisters, and if you like grow up around women, you like instantly. I don't like see. I find that guys are easier to get along with. Women, I think, and this is me generalizing. This is not all women, but I think that women like there's women I get along with perfectly fine. With guys, I think that it's a little bit more upfront, and I like that. Yeah, no, I like that, Eric. Like I like that. Like if somebody's pissed, like if guys are pissed at one another, they might fight. Like you have really thick skin. I mean, got to. It's lifetime. Nobody's getting out alive, so you gotta have some fucking thick skin. I've had everything in the world said to me. There's nothing new. I've been called everything in the world online. Like it's okay. Like I don't care. Like I said, I've had more trolls in my lifetime than anybody ever should. I've like, it just is what it is. Like I don't care. I can honestly tell you, I've never lost an ounce of sleep over any troll. There's never been a troll that's come through that has made me go, oh, maybe I should stop live streaming. No, it doesn't happen. I'll talk shit back. It's fine. Deacon, good morning, honey, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen. But yeah, like, I don't know. I said, I feel like, honey, what's happening? I feel like men are, like, easier to get along with just in general, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think women in general, and like I said, we are generalizing. When someone says you will remember how they make you feel, yeah, I believe that too, Jeff. But like I think that women were, well, why did she say that? And I admit I'm guilty of this too. This is not like a everyone else thing, and I'm the like I think that we, well, why'd they say that? Well, did they say that? Well, were they taking a dig at me? They were. They might have been taking a dig at me, like da da da. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of stuff with women. Like I'm just not about that life. Like I'm not about like I don't talk behind people's backs. If I have something to say, I'll say it to your face. Like I'm not. I normally, you really got to come at me for me to have like even an opinion about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to come at me for me to be like, fuck you. Like, and then I'm just done. And once I'm done, I'm done. Like, and that's, you know what I mean? Eric, good morning, honey. But, like, I don't know. It's just how I am. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to give people repeated chances to be an asshole to me. You know what I'm saying? If somebody really does something that offends me that much, okay, have a good life. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many people in this world, and not everybody's going to get along with each other. That's okay. You know what I mean? There's other people, like, I'll have people come through and they're like, oh, you're ugly, like, in my life. And I'm like, there's other streams, just swipe. Like, it ain't that hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I said, the whole trolling thing is interesting to me because, like, hi, Aries, good morning. Worry about women that say they don't get offended, not you. I will get offended if I really feel like somebody's coming at me, but you really got to come at me. Like somebody talking shit to me, that's like nothing. Like I said, I've had so many people talk shit to me, and I just don't even care. Like it don't even bother me at all. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to care about what everybody. I feel like other people's opinions of me are not my business. It's just not. Like if somebody gets mad at me online, like a lot of people, they'll go and like sit in the other person's stream and watch what they say about them, and then they'll go back on their stream and they'll talk shit, and that person comes and watches, or they I'm like not doing any of that. I'm not doing that. Like if I get into an argument with somebody on live, they can say whatever the fuck they want on their live stream. I can guarantee you where I'm not, and that's sitting on a fake account in their live stream to see if they're talking about me. That ain't gonna happen. I'll go about my happy day. You know what I mean? So I say for a bit. Well, I always appreciate you coming by, Aries. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I did really bad in pool this week, guys. Like next week will be a better week. It's so bad. I did so bad. It's okay. I did so bad. Like I said, just stupid shit. It wasn't even like just stupid shit. Like I just stupid shit. So okay, let's see. TSA finds stolen Civil War era cannonballs in a passenger suitcase at an Alabama airport. Oh, okay. Okay. Now is that something that they can seize? You've seen you walk at times. Yeah, I was gonna say I like I do dance videos, and somebody told me the one day I said like I'll do If you listen to rap metal, I've heard it before. It depends. Like, but somebody told me the one day, and I thought this was interesting. This was somebody like I was out at a bar one night, like shooting, and somebody was like, "Yeah, I've seen like your belly dancing streams and like your fans and all that stuff." She's like, "You're really brave for doing that online," and I was like, and I was just like, "Hello, Patricia, welcome through." But like, I'm like, I mean, I don't really think it was brave. Like, like I said, if any day I'm able to walk, because I said they expected by the time I was 40 that I was going to be in a wheelchair. Like, that's what Chaos Breed, they are rap. Some of it is okay. It depends. It depends. Like I said, Falling in Reverse, they kind of dabble in it a little bit. I like them. Like, I like them. You know? But it depends. It depends. It's very it's a slippery slope. But like, you know what I mean? I don't know. So anyway, we're moving on. We're doing the weird news in the morning. But like I try to celebrate any day that I'm able to get up and walk around and hello Santa Claus. Welcome through. No, I've never heard of them before. Let's see. Are they like an indie band? Like are they like a smaller band? Like I have a friend, he loves the baby metal band. Like the Japanese band where it's like the three little girls and shit. I can't get into that. Like I was like in his car the one day. I'm like, what the fuck are you listening to? He's like, oh, it's baby metal. I'm like, the fuck, like kind of shit. It just sounded like screaming. Like it wasn't like I don't know. I like my metal to where I can at least understand what they're saying. Like, I don't know. They used to always do, like, there's, like, the brie metal where it's, like, brie, 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 brie. Like, it just sounds like they're saying brie. Like, you're like, is this about anything? Like, you know, I mean, you're like, okay, like, I guess it's about something. Hi, Ren. Hi, Santa Claus. Have I been good this year? Like, you know, yeah, some, like I said, I'm particular. I'm particular. Like, you know, some stuff I like Amity Affliction, but I like their more melodic stuff. Their harder stuff, I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to know what the song's fucking about. But that's as I've gotten older. I do enjoy, like, at the shows, like, the adrenaline from it and seeing, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a totally different thing. I said I grew up, like, going to concerts. So, like, I went to Korn a lot. Like, oh my God. Like, I like the thug and hardcore. Well, like so I said the first time I ever really like realized kind of what music I was into, it was like I was like a Corn kid. I liked Corn before they were even really big. Like I liked them when like their first album came out. They were the ones that really like, and I know that probably sounds corny because it kind of took like once they hit MTV, people were like they're selling out. Okay, let them sell out. Like fucking make money. Like if I had the opportunity to make money, guess what? My principles might go a little down the toilet. Like I'm just saying, like you know what I mean? Money is money. Like if somebody's like, "Well, we'll give you $2 million if you sign this record deal," blah blah blah. Are you gonna not do it? Or are you gonna be like, "No, I'm sticking to my roots and I will not do it." No, you're gonna fucking take the $2 million and sell your ass out. Like, do it, sell your ass out. There's a lot of bands too that were actually harder, and then they did that. Like Nickelback was like a band that wasn't like overly hard, but like then they kind of went towards that. The Photograph song, I absolutely fucking cannot stand that song. I cannot say that with more certainty. I hate that song. The radio played that shit out so bad. It wasn't a good song to begin with. They played it out so fucking bad. I was like, oh, every time it would like come on, I'd be like, ugh. Like I hate that song. Sugar Ray was another one where they were pretty like they were actually kind of heavy, and then they got like the whole like you know what I mean. Then they got into something else, and it's like I get it. Like I get why people like you know I get it. But at the same time, like if you have the opportunity to be a successful musician and it's not your normal type of music, then fucking do it. Like be a working musician. I don't understand what the issue is when people are like, they sold out. Let them fucking sell. Who the fuck cares? Like, let people make their money. You know what I mean? Like, let people like if you are considering yourself a working musician, then that means that you want to make money for your family, for yourself, to provide for your life based on music. So guess what? If they get the opportunity to sell out, let them motherfuckers. Because guess what? Everybody that would be in that position would do the same damn thing. Hypocrite. Yeah, yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like people, oh, they're a sellout. And let them sell out. Who fuck cares? Like, let them be a active working musician who's making money and able to provide rather than just doing like the underground scene and like I had bands like I said we did at the most of the venues that I worked at in my area, because I said at one point I was working for 3 local venues, so I was doing 90 days worth of entertainment a month. We would do 4 slots a night typically, so 4 bands a night each night. So I mean that was a lot. Like, and it was mostly men. It was mostly men, and so and I was one of the few female booking agents at that time, like on the East Coast. Like literally, it was like me and like 2 other women, but like everybody else was like guys in the industry. It just wasn't like a female thing. And but like everybody was always nice to me. I never really got. I think I can maybe think like a handful of times where I really had to like put my foot down with people and be like, no, we're not going to do this. You know what I'm saying? There was I say I will never forget. This will always sit in my head. I had booked a show one time, right? And believe it or not, I didn't know what I was doing. So I had a new band that had come to me. Normally, my new bands I would put on like the off nights, like Wednesdays. If they could bring a couple people out on Wednesdays, then I would maybe put them on a Thursday. If they could bring some more people out on a Thursday, was their music great? I frankly didn't give a fuck. Going to work, bye Aries, have a good day, honey. Like honestly, I'll be real. Like I did not give a fuck. The surgical shit, right? And you know what the funny part is? I actually had one during that point in time. I had like that's when I had like a lot of my surgeries. I'd be walking around the bar. I booked one of the members from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I had had a surgery on my foot the day before, and I was so miserable. But I had to be there to welcome him. Like I booked Busy Bone one year for I booked him. I think it was like 4 times, and he was amazing. Oh, he was such a good dude. He was such a good dude. Like I still like. Wait, which one? Which what? Which foot? I had a lot on my left. I've had a total of 24 on my left, and I've had two on my right. So it is what it is. But like I said, so I had like this massive surgery the day before, and then like, the day after I had him coming through. And I'm like, and people, how old are you? I'm 46. Yeah, I'm the big 4'6". Yeah, we're getting up there. I just had a birthday like last week, so we're up there. Might not age like fine wine. It was busy. Yeah, he was wonderful. Like I said, I'm not like into just one type of music. I like, you look 23. Are you trying to be nice to me, Amir's? I know, busy. Yeah, he's wonderful. Like, honestly, he's wonderful. I love you, baby. Oh, thank you, Julio. I appreciate that. Love you too. But he was wonderful. Like I said, the very first time he came around, right? I'm like waiting for him, and like we had a contract signed. He'd gotten half his payment. He was getting the other half when he got there. I had to be there. So I'm like texting him, and I'm like, "Yo, are you coming?" Because the show had started, and he wasn't there yet. So I started getting nervous. That's when yeah, guess who was their booking agent, Eric? I'll give you a hint. Who do you think brought him through? I was their booking agent when they were there on. Yeah, I worked for them when they were on Main Street, and then I also booked 13 up in Claymont, and then I was booking the Wedge up in Landenberg. So like, yeah, I brought them through. Like I said, so I ended up, I was, like I said, the day before I had this massive surgery. I had to be there because I had to greet him, because I was the one that was putting the, yeah, like I'd put the show together. I'd given it over to a promoter to kind of put it together, put the people on the show, but I was, like I said, I was the one that put their calendar together. I was the one that did their website. I was the one that handled all their ticket sales. I actually, when I left, because I was like, yo, I'm done. I was done. I was done. And then they actually ended up shutting down the next year because they literally couldn't keep it together. And it was funny because there were three bosses up there, right? Like, one of them would ran the bar, like ran the place, right? And then there was Jared and Jeff. And Jared, I just loved. Like, he was wonderful. He was so sweet. I loved all of them. Like, Jeff was very matter of factly, but I can work well with that. You know what I mean? Like, I can work. He'd be like, "Yo, why didn't you fucking do this?" And I'd be like, "I will get it done." Like, yeah, hip hop shows can be, absolutely. They can be a nightmare. They absolutely can be. Like, 100%. Major two. What was their name? Because I was gonna say, they would have had to work with me in order to even get in there. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was the one, like, I was the one behind the emails. Jordan, what was like his stage name? You know? Did he do the hip hop shows? Because I would only do one hip hop show a month. I wanted to be, oh, you know what? I do know Jordan. I do know Jordan. Actually, I do know Jordan, but like I don't think he booked shows with us. But I do know Jordan, actually. But I don't think he booked shows with us. I know that he went up there because I knew him, but I've known him. Yeah, I know Jordan. Yeah, I know Jordan, but like, I like your arm tat. Thank you. I'm growing them. Yeah. I keep putting like chia seeds on my arms, and like the tattoos just keep popping up. It's great. But like, and this was good on, good morning. But like, the area is very small. Like, it's all, yeah. I talk to Jordan every great once in a while. Like, I don't think I've officially met him in person, but I've spoken to him like online and whatnot. Like, yeah. He's like on my Facebook and all that. Like, yeah. But like I said, it's a very small area. So, but like, I worked for them for 10 years. I started up in Claymont. And that's where I was booking a lot of like the really like, I loved the venue that I worked for in the beginning was a sideshow theme venue. And it was very like, they had a giant clown head out front that had glowing red eyes. And the very first show that because I said I started off doing promotional modeling, like I was in my 20s. So I had a friend that ran a promotional modeling group. She was a tattoo artist. She does out of Westchester. So I did, it was a group called the Gypsies. Like at one point in time, I don't even know if they're still around, but we would go to different tattoo conventions and we would hand out promotional items and promote for other people's shows and like all that stuff. And then we would get hired like in the area to go and work other shows. It's kind of like the Jaeger Girls, but it was like, I mean, it was very much like along that. It was like more pinup style stuff. So then I kind of started seeing like the way people were booking shows, and I was looking at it, I'm like, I could do that. I could put together shows. Why not? And like, one thing I can say about me, I've never been scared of failure. Like, that's not ever been something that's been, I would rather, you're so beautiful. Well, thank you, Amiris. Hi, Tonira. There we go. Listen, if I'm mispronouncing things, It's probably just Tony, isn't it? It's probably just Tony. I'm probably reading it wrong. I'm telling you, listen, reading is not fundamental always. But so like it had like literally like a swing inside of it that had a giant spider on it. It had like a fucking giant ladybug in there, a random hot dog machine, like the giant building. I don't even know where they found this shit. And they had been around for. There was one of the owners. He actually owned another bar up the street, and they had bought it because it was like their competition. And they just said, "Well, let's make a sideshow theme venue," and that's how like only in the South did I go to Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach isn't bad. I haven't been there in years. I've not been there in years. But yeah, so like I still don't believe you're 46. Dude, I'll dig that. I dig that. I'll take that. Like, I'll take it. I might not be aging like fine wine like other people, but I might be aging more like cheese, but who doesn't like cheese? Right? Everybody loves cheese. Everybody loves cheese. Right? Like everybody loves cheese. There's nobody that doesn't like cheese. Like, and cheese goes great with wine. So, but like I was never. So I would just put these big shows together. Like, so my very first show that I ever booked, it was within this group, right? And we did a suspension show. So it's where people put the hooks through themselves, and it was an extreme show. When I tell you it was an extreme show, like I mean, it was our first show for a Delaware show. We had close to almost 500 people packed in this little place. Like we went way over capacity. And that's what they did. It was like this group that we knew from working the tattoo. Originally, I wanted to do kind of, that was the idea. Me and one of the other girls talked. And we were like, cheese melted. I mean, melted cheese is still good cheese, right? Like, you ever been to the melting pot? Everything's better with cheese. Bread, cheese. You're 26 max. Oh, dude, I'll take that. I'll take that. Now you're just being nice. But, no, so like, but so that's what it was. So I went in, and they had a metal box set up on one side of the bar, right? And this chick was sitting in like the lotus position, right? And she had all these hooks all over, and she was hanging during the whole show, right? Like during the whole thing. And I was like, "Oh, good for you, girl. You need anything? You need a drink? Like, can I get you something while you're while you're up there?" Like, wasn't necessarily like my type of thing. Like, I'm not gonna. If you notice, there's no scars on me from that shit. Like, I'm good. But like, so then they had another thing over there, and it was a seesaw, and it was two guys hanging from hooks, and they were spinning around and going up in the air. It was really cool. They brought, I got to hold the shovel. I have all these burnt shovels like in one of my sheds that's just show memorabilia, because we would do metal grinding. So we would do like the big spark shows with like the axle grinder, and you put the shovel on it, so I would hold the shovel. So that was like one of the few times I'd get on stage. Normally I was kind of like just standing in the back with the owners, like watching the show. And they were very, very rough shows. Like we booked Bad Luck 13. We were one of the few bars that would book them on the East Coast, because they were so, like, the one time I was there, right? One of the dudes was notorious for running around the bar with a bat that was covered in barbed wire, and he would just swing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can understand why a lot of other places would not book them. We were never scared of that. We were never scared of that, not once. So then, that's how I kind of got started with them. Like I said, it was like, oh, with pay? Cool. 4,000. What? That doesn't sound like a scam at all. Just giving away $4,000 for no reason. Wow. Okay. Okay. People really fall for that shit. Like, is that like a thing? People really fall for that bullshit? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend. Like, people really fall for that? They'll message you, and then you make it a point to get like what their info, and then you steal money out of their account. I mean, whatever. You could just get a job. I mean, that's another thought. Like, I don't know. But like, who am I to judge how you feed your family? Whatever. But so I'm like, so I said the very first show was a very extreme show. I mean, they had chainsaws out cutting through TVs. Like, there's all this stuff going on. And the metal sparks, they really don't hurt. Like, they're not like that. But like, when there's like all this stuff going on, I'm a 50-year-old male from South Africa. I'm really into you, honey. You look like a hot chili pepper. Okay. Best compliment of the morning. Okay. It's going to be a weird day, man. I have a feeling it's going to be a weird day. So then, hi Terry, good morning. I ended up, high school buddy skid something. Yeah, I was going to say, I ended up, that once I started doing it, because they actually pulled me aside, right? They pulled me aside when they bought me, right? Because I had been booking with them like a lot. Like I was booking like 4 to 5 shows a month, like just up until that point. What the fuck? And then I ended up like, hold on, my light is not wanting to work. Hold on. I think I accidentally kicked it out when I moved. There we go. Okay. But so I ended up, like I said, I booked my very first show. Hey, what's going on, Austin? How are you? But so my very first show, like I said, I'm standing there. I had to go collect the money for everybody, pay out everybody. And I'm like, oh my God, these guys are going to hate me. I just fucking destroyed their bar. There's fucking broken TVs everywhere that have been chainsawed in half. Like, I'm like, they are never going to let me do a show ever again with them. And I went up and I was like, hey. And I'm like, I'm dressed in like my pinup gear. Like, I'm like, the girls are pushed all up. Everything's sucked all in. Like, we're corseted up. We're ready to go. Like, it's a good day. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm going to go ask them for the money. Okay. And so, like, I went up to him. I went up to Jared and Jeff, and I was like, so I need to pay everybody out. And they were like so hyped. They were like, oh my God, we love this. When are you booking with us again? This was fantastic. And I was like, really? Oh, cool. Like, that's just not the way that I expect. I didn't expect that I was going to go and trash their fucking bar and they were going to love it. Like, I did not. As soon as I realized how, like, I was like, well, it's too late. Like, Jared? What? Jared Skid? Skid Jared? Like, or different Jared. There we go. Hi, Bachelor. Don't do bad rugs, kids. I mean, I don't think any rugs are good, right? Like, right, Brad? But so, I mean, it was, like I said, it was a very, very rough show, but it was awesome. And it just happened to work in this one place. Everywhere else in the area is like sports bars, like these little stupid things, like whatever. And they're like, I hate karaoke. I cannot stand karaoke nights. Like, you take me to a karaoke night, and I'm like, ugh, like, I just want to leave. Like, as soon as I get there, caffeine is good. Yeah, we talked about this the other day, Brad. I'm pretty sure you came through and said the same thing. Yeah, you literally said the same thing in my live the other day. We've already gone over this. You literally, it was day before yesterday, we were in here and said the exact same thing, like verbatim. Except you'd said caffeine was bad, and so was aspirin. But it was literally the exact same conversation. Yeah, it was. No, it was. It was. I'm wondering what kind of rugs you're doing if you don't remember that. Like, what are you on, Brad? Because, like, I would assume you would remember where you've been. Like, I would assume, but okay. Um, I think I know who you're talking about. But so, like, he did. I remember. But so, like, I had a very good time during this point in time. They let me run amok. Like, they let me, anything that I wanted to do, they gave it over to me and said, do it. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I did it. And I was never worried about, are people going to show up or are people not going to show up? Or, like, only the good ones, lady. See, we had this exact same verbatim talk the other day, Brad. Like, we literally had this exact same talk, like, verbatim. But, they even said that the other day. I'm just saying, like, maybe cut back a little bit on substances. If you don't remember it, because it was literally just the day before yesterday, we were in here and said all the same stuff. But so, yeah, like, it was a crazy, crazy time, and I loved it, and I had so much fun, and it was wonderful. And then when they bought, yeah, and the bar made great money. The bar made great money on my nights. And then they pulled me aside because they bought another bar that was more of like, it was like in a college town type place, right? And so they pulled me aside and they were like, hey, because I talked to them about it before that. I was working up there so much that I was like, why don't you guys just let me come on and be your booking agent? Like, I'll take care of, like, putting together all your shows, like, da-da-da-da. It's fine. Like, I'll get it taken care of for you guys. And, so they ended up, they asked me, like, they were like, look, we'll pay you this much per month. You handle all the emails, all the shows, all the, getting everything put together. And then you can make extra from the door if you want to put together your own night and promote your own nights and da-da-da. And I was like, okay. So, like, they're really like, okay, bye. See you tomorrow. Awesome. Is it going to be the same conversation tomorrow, Brad? Just curious. Are you going to remember it? I'm just saying, like, are you gonna remember tomorrow this conversation tomorrow? Like, I don't know. But so like it was a great time. Like it was a great time. And that's what I said. Like as far as like people be like, oh, they're a great band. Why aren't you booking them? Because they don't bring anybody. I frankly did not care who was talented or not. I'm literally, yeah, I like don't even, Eric, I will not go to a show if I have to pay for it. It's like a pride thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I won't go if they're doing a cover, like, mm-mm, I just won't do it. Like, I'm like, I refuse. I don't know. It's, maybe it's stuck up with me. I don't know. But, and so then they bought this other bar. It was up in College Town, and they were like, "We think we're going to be really busy with that, so we'd like to bring you on to book all the shows down there and book the other venue." And I said, "Okay, I can do that." Like, so I went from doing shows like X amount per month to where I was running everything. So anybody that got into, and the one venue that was up in College Town, it was, I mean, it was packed. Like every night was packed. I had, when we first opened, more emails than I could get through of bands that wanted to come and play. But I had, like I said, I had a system worked out where, like, if somebody was new, I'd put them on a Wednesday. I'd see how they do. If they did good, I'd put them on a Thursday. If they did good on a Thursday, I'd put them on a Friday. If they did good on a Friday, I put them. You work people up. You don't just take somebody that's brand new and stick them on a Saturday because that doesn't work. I had this one time, right? I went out of my comfort zone. I don't know why I decided I like these guys. I got a booking email from them. And I said most of the guys did not give me a hard time, which I was actually surprised of. I would work with women here and there, but most of the time it was guys. You figure each band had 4 to 5 people in it, most of which were men, especially with rock shows, metal shows, anything. It wasn't a very female dominated industry. And then I started, it was funny because I was a female, it actually got to the point where there were a lot of music conferences back in the day, like where they would just get together, and there used to be like this festival down in Dewey Beach, and then there was ones up in Philly and all that stuff, and they asked me to come and start speaking at them. But it was even when I would get on the booking panels where it would be like me, and it would still be like 6 guys. Like I did fucking so many booking panels with the dude that started Reverb Nation, Lou Paella. Like I did I was on with Jim Thorpe from Philly and shit. I've beat up bands on the request of the agent. I mean, I really haven't, like I said, I didn't really have too many issues. I have no problem being like, you need to knock your shit off. But at the same time, like, I'm not a pushover. I'm nice, but I'm not gonna push over. I'm not a pushover. Like, so I had this one, and I don't know. I was just feeling charitable that day. I must have been in a good news mood. I had a band from the area, so I seen they were from the area. Like James or Jake, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But like, I don't know. I guess I just liked them, right? Like I don't know. I kind of like got an email. I must have been having a good day because I went outside my normal thing, right? I said, well, I got a spot open still on this one Thursday. So I'm thinking, okay, so like my 12 p.m. slot. So like it was every hour was like a different slot. So it would start at 9, it would go until 1 in the morning. And so but I mean that's not a lot of time to get everybody unload their equipment and put it all in. It's like, and then each show, like, you take the door, but then when you put it down to any amount of money that you have, you split it between 4 bands, and then each member, which has 4 to 5, you know what I mean? That's a lot of people. I was working with 190 bands a month, something like that at one point, and most of which were men. So it was just kind of, you know. But most of them did not give me a hard time. Like, honestly, like most of them. Yeah, Dory. But like most of them would not give me a hard time. I had one, like I said, this one band, I already hooked them up. I knew I'd already hooked them up because I'd never booked them before. I gave them a Thursday, right? I miss you so much, Queefer. Listen, I'm over this stupid shit, man. Like, I'm really, like, just over this. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's so stupid. The dude that's like, oh, it's Queefer. Like, I'm just gonna keep blocking. I'm like, beautiful views and beautiful twins. Awesome. You got no kind of couth, Andrew, at all. Yeah. Does that work well for you, like in person, walking up to women and being like, you've got beautiful twins, or would you be too much of a coward for that? Because I'm betting you wouldn't do that in person because it would be stupid. A woman would look at you and go, nice twins. Okay. And then you would probably get maced, and then she would probably walk away from you. Or she would just look at you like you were a fucking nutcase and then walk away from you. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, I think when it comes to women, you need to have some sort of smoothness. Like, you come in like a fucking jackhammer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women don't like that. You got to smooth your way in. You got to, like, charm us, finesse us a little bit. Like, you can't come in, like, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're banging on the front door. Like, what woman do you think is going to respond well to you when you're like, that's the first thing you say to them, nice twins? Like, thanks. Like, stupid. Why in a bad mood? I'm not in a bad mood. I'm actually in a good mood. I just think you're corny. That doesn't make me a scammer. How does that make me a scammer because I think you're corny? Just be if you're corny, it's fine. You own it. Own it. Just be like, yeah, I'm corny. I don't know how to talk to women. It's okay. That doesn't mean how am I scamming anyway? Because you came in because I said no woman is going to respond well to that. That makes me a scammer. What scam am I running exactly? Just Andrew, you're a cornball. It's okay. Just accept the fact that you're a cornball. You've been a cornball so far. Stop being a cornball. It's a very easy thing. It's just corny. That's what it is. It's just corny. Go up to a woman and be like, "Nice twins." It's just fucking corny. Like, it's fucking corny, dude. Like, seriously, like, it's fucking corny. Like, yeah, I mean, like, what kind of response are you hoping for? And then how does that make me a scammer? Because I did not respond in the way that you would have liked? That just still makes you corny. That doesn't make me a scammer. That just makes you fucking corny. Like, that's all it is. So it ended up, I said, I put this one band on that I knew they were a local band. They drew well. I put them in the headlining spot for that Thursday night. I thought, okay, well, this new band, I don't really know them. I'd put them in the third slot, which I already felt was like super generous of me because it's not something I would normally do. And then I ended up like, so their manager, this dude hit me up. Thank you. Sent you a gift. Thank you, Mistress Christie. I appreciate you. But so like I already thought I was being like nice puppies. Like I was like some guys really have no idea how to talk to women at all, and some of them are named Andrew, and they're in a chat calling me a scammer because I didn't respond well to nice twins. No woman is gonna respond well to that. Like I mean, like unless you're like 5 years old like, I mean, I know they're nice. Like, yeah, I mean, like, but it's like, unless somebody's like stupid, unless a woman is like stupid as fuck or like desperate for attention as fuck, nobody's gonna respond well when they are just first meeting you and you're like, you got nice boobs. Nobody's gonna respond well to that. Like, what kind of response are you hoping for? Thanks. Great, good for you. You notice, like, but then that puts me in a bad mood because you're corny. Yeah. I didn't even realize I was in a bad mood. I just thought he was being fucking corny. Like, but apparently I'm in a bad mood and a scammer because he's fucking corny. I don't know. But so anyway, but so like I said, I already thought I was being nice, right? I got a phone call the one day and it was from their manager, which probably meant like somebody's cousin, right? And they're like, you know, they're signed to a record label. And I told him on the phone, I said, okay, I don't care. What does that have to do with the show? And he says, well, they should be in headlining spot. And I said, well, there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. And he was like, well, they're signed. And I was like, that means nothing. Like, once again, I don't care what the band sounds like. Could not have cared. I cared about how much money my bar made. That was it. Did not care about whether they were good, not good. It's not my job to judge the music that came through. It was my job to put stuff in that would draw people out. That was it. You know what I mean? So like I can't just put in stuff that I liked. You know what I mean? Because that's not gonna, you know what I mean? So I was there that night. And he'd given me all this shit on the phone. So I said, fine. I said, you guys want to go headline? I'll put you in headline. I'll put them in third. The ones that I knew this band that I put in the headlining spot originally would have 100% kept people there completely till the end. This band would have had, like, this new band would have had a solid, like, group of people there to watch them, all that stuff. And he totally changed this on me, even though I already been nice. I said, okay, let him play to an empty house. Fuck it. You know? So I put him in the headlining spot. How does it feel to know that Indian temples represent wormhole travel machines and their engineers? Totally true. Sounds solid. Solid logic. But so, you know, like I was like, okay. And then so they get there that night and they're like, well, wait, why are we? And I said, well, your manager called me and said that he didn't want you guys to be in the third spot because like their lead singer came up and was like, oh my God, Renee, everybody's going to leave by the time we go on. I said, I know. And he goes, well, well, what? How do we make them stay? I said, you can't. He goes, well, nobody's going to be watching us. I said, I don't know what to tell you. I said, I tried to tell him this on the phone, but he insisted because you were signed to a record label that I put you in the headlining spot. I said, so if you want anybody to talk to about this, you better go talk to your homie because that's, I'll put you guys in the third spot to make sure that people stayed during your set. And then he called and had an issue with it, so I changed it because he wanted to change it. So sorry. Well, can you talk to them and see if they can play last? And I said, no. No, I said, I've put this way. I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to change everything around again as everything's set the night of because you decided that nobody's going to stay. Sorry, I tried to explain this to him on the phone. He didn't want to listen to me. What do you want me to do? It doesn't sound like a very good manager to me. And they had just given him my phone number too, like just given him my phone number to like call me. And I'm like, I don't even know who this human is, but I'm like, okay, okay, you know, and that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Was exactly what happened. Third band went on. They had a ton of people there, like they normally did. Once they stopped playing, whole place cleared out. The last band, they didn't play to a single soul with the bartenders, and I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. Danzig because of the lineup. Yeah, like I'm like, but so I used to go and like speak on like these booking panels and all this stuff at like these different like I don't know. It was a lot of fun, and I loved it. Like I loved it, but like I got to the point where I got really burnt out on it, and then I was just kind of like, eh. And then I was trying to get them. They were started not paying me on time, and then one of the owners was leaving, going to the Bahamas for a few months, and then like just no. I'm like if you're gonna duck me, I'm gonna go find somewhere else to work. And then me and one of the owners, we started fighting all the time. Like it was like so I was like, all right. So I quit, right? Get this. So I quit the venue that I work at, or that I was working at the two. The one that was up in PA. It ended up getting like it was something to do with like the landlord. Like the landlord owed money on the property, and it was a great venue. It was doing successful. It was like I did a lot of bluegrass up there. I did a lot of like just all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? Like would just do whatever. Like you know, it was a lot less. You know, like I knew what would work at each venue, so it was like you know I could put stuff in here. And then honestly, the more I worked and the more I met people, the more it got easier to book shows at each places. Which I know it sounds weird. Like okay, well I don't have that open, but I can put you up here. How about that? Does that work? Like, okay, well then I'll do this. Da, da, da. You know what I mean? Like I could find a way to make shit work. And then like I'm not gonna put a bluegrass band at like a hardcore bar, you know what I'm saying? But like I knew like what I could kind of shift around in on. And then I just got to the point where I said I was just like burnt out. So I went to one of the owners who was like super passive. He was wonderful. We used to like do booking meetings and all that stuff. That's funny that actually the other Eric, he had heard of like the show because I said it was really big in the area. Like that first year, that was incredible. Because I said Bone Thugs and Harmony was real big when like I was in sixth grade, and Busy was like I had like a crush on him in like sixth grade, like, and so the promoter on the show, like, so he showed up right, DJ, and then went after my partner, her lead singer, called my son. Right? But so he showed up, he pulled up in a taxi, right, got out, he's like, hey, and I'm not gonna say what he calls me because it's my last name's in it. He's like, hey, Miss. I kept telling him, I'm like, you can just call me Renee. He's like, no, it's a respect thing. I'm like, no, I get that. But, like, you can just call me Renee. It's fine. Call me Renee. Call me Ren. Call me whatever. It's, you know what I mean? He said, you have your own time. But, like, so it ended up that I said but he was wonderful. The show went on. It was great. We had a big turnout. We sold a ton of tickets. The bar made a ton of money. Like, it was a great show. And then afterwards, we were literally there until like 6 a.m. Like there are still videos on YouTube where I'm sitting next to him at the bar because it was a couple bartenders. It was me, him. We were downstairs. There was like a basement downstairs of this place. I had him downstairs in like the office and like after he performed, because I'm like trying to keep him away from everybody, right? And we're down there, and one of my oh my God, I was so mad at him. The guys in the kitchen, they would play very rough. So they would do stuff like randomly headbutt each other, especially when they were drinking. Okay? So one of the cooks comes downstairs to ask him if he wants anything to eat, right? One of the bartenders comes down to get something out of like whatever the closet that they had. I don't know. I've never bartended. I've worked in bars, never bartended. Spent a lot of time in them. But so he comes downstairs and he sees the cook there, and he goes whack and like headbutts him right in front of Busy, and I'm like, dude's nose bust open. He starts bleeding everywhere. I'm like, so then after everybody left, we went back up, sat in the bar, and hung out for a bit, and then he was wonderful. He sat there, he talked to me about, he was very open. He was very you can tell, like, just from like my first impression of him was like, I mean, you figure he was 16 years old when they got a Grammy. So he said a lot of people in his lifetime take advantage of him, and that was something you could very much tell, is that a lot of people had taken advantage of him in his lifetime. Like, and that's, so he was, I mean, he was sitting there talking to me about how can we be friends? Sure, William, what's up? Yeah, do you tap the screen, William? Because if so, then we're definitely friends. Like, how tall are you? I'm only 5'1". But, yeah, so, I mean, but, like, he was wonderful. He sat there, he told me how he felt about why like, when Eazy-E passed away, he sat there and told me why he left Bone Thugs and Harmony. He sat there and I mean, like, when I say he was very open, he was very open. One of the door guys walked up to me and he said, can you talk him into like freestyling something for us? And I said, yeah, I don't think he'll mind. And so he did. And there's like the video still up on YouTube. And it's just like, I told him, I mentioned names, yeah, Rob Van Winkle. Isn't that what he goes by now? Rob Van Winkle. Like, even him, he was like, I actually feel kind of bad for him because I said he was real young when he got big. And he was at that age where like the corny type of hip hop. Are you sure girl knows a super tall girl though? Yeah, I mean, yeah, people know all sorts of, yeah. I see my daughter's 5'11". She's 25. She's 5'11". I don't know where she got that. She got it from her dad's side. One from me. Like, yeah, she's tall. Like, trying to keep up with her when we're walking around in public. I'm like, dude, you gotta slow down. Like, I'm like, well, wait a wags. Like, I'm like running behind her like a child. Like, and asking if I mean, yeah, I know tall people. So, you know, you're asking if I know a tall girl? No way, my daughter. Yeah, I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't true. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't true. You know what the crazy part is? He was just talking about Jordan in here a little while ago. I just got an update. You're so cool, right? I know. Hi, how are you doing, JD? I'm good. How are you, honey? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. I'm fantastic. I'm fan-freaking-tastic. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. I said this afternoon I am going to come on and do my fans because, like, I don't know. I haven't done them enough lately. I want to do them more. It's been my other new hobby lately. I don't know. I like to do it. But, like, I don't know. It's just, you know, stage diving. Oh, before. 19, yeah, and I said I actually feel bad for him because, like, imagine, like, he was what, like, when he got big, he was like in like what, his early 20s maybe. I want to say even younger than that, like 18, and he did what they told him he needed to. You must be shocked when they pass you. They probably wear heels too. See, now I don't know what kind of shit you're into, man, but like, I don't know. You're in here talking about tall women. Because I must be shocked that when somebody's taller than me, they pass me? Why would I be shocked? Not into anything, just trying to conversation. Okay. Interesting approach. Thought you were cool? Yeah, we're cool. I just don't understand what your obsession with tall people is. Like, I mean, everybody's got their thing that they're into, you know what I mean? If you like tall women, you like tall women, you know what I mean? I also have ADHD. That's okay. Me too. I think that's why the 2 live streams works, because I bounce back and forth between the two. Because that's the first thing I asked was how tall I was. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm only 5'1". Like I said, I'm real short. I got short legs, like, but like I do. I feel bad for him because it's like he did what they told him he needed to do, and then you got to figure Hammer was real big, like the fucking pants, like all that shit that happened around that time. So he did what they told him to do that would make him successful. They got him successful, and then everybody is going to clown him for the rest of his fucking life. Everybody is going to clown him for the whole rest of his life, you know? From House of Pain? Yeah, I was going to, oh, see, Lords of Brooklyn. I just invited myself. There you go. See, you're saying some names I haven't heard of in, like, a while. Like, I'm like, whoa, blast from the past. Well, what is that? What was that? That was cool. All right, that was cool. That was fun. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Christy, honey. I appreciate you. But so, but you're awesome on saying that's cool. The difference of you two not being weirder. Nah, it's cool. I ain't stressing, dude. Like I ain't stressing. No, I was just saying, like I'm, yeah, I'm short. So like people that are taller than me are gonna walk past me like that. I'm used to getting like lapped by people. Like I can't even reach the top shelves of my cabinet. Like I gotta get like one of my kids to get stuff off the top shelves. Like my son's like 5'9". So he's taller. They've both been taller than me since they were like in their teens. Like my daughter, by the time she was 2, she was literally half my size. Like she was always in like the 110th percentile for her height. She was always like 120th. Like I mean, she was tall. So I would be like trying to pick her up, like, but she was literally half my size. Like so yeah, I've been shorter than everybody like pretty much my whole life. I made out pretty well though because I do have a sister that Good morning. Hi, Kyle. What's going on? Just explaining myself. Well, you don't look like you have an older kid, so I thought you were 29. Man, I'm having a good day for age, man. Somebody earlier said they thought I was in my 20s. I think y'all are just being nice to me. I was going to say I turned 46 on the 21st, so I'm like, I'm up there. I'm getting up there. I'm like, I'm cool with it. And you know what? I think it's funny when women decide that they're going to lie about their age. I don't understand why they do that. No, for real. It's awesome. I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you, Sina. I'll take it. I hate this wrinkle. I hate this wrinkle. I have this wrinkle. That one right there. That one bothers me. The hardest in your cart. Sore head. Oh, okay. Easy girls everywhere. I bet. You do not look at. I appreciate you. Reed, you look way younger than 46. Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Say, I'll take it, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are being wonderful this morning. See, that's my good thought for the day. All right, guys. I got to wrap it up. I'm gonna go work for a little bit, and then I will be on this afternoon. I'll be practicing my fire fans. So make sure you come out and see me. I gotta go run the doggy outside, get my shit done. Oh, okay. Did he? Okay. Vanilla Ice. Yeah. I will forever feel bad for him. Probably my age. Probably. How old are you, Cena? Yeah, I was gonna say I got a 25-year-old and I got a 21-year-old, so they're getting up there too. But that, like I said, I feel bad. And he was pretty. The stuff he did afterwards was pretty like it wasn't. But he even does like doesn't he do like the metal rendition of Ice Ice Baby? I'm sure he is a nice guy, and I imagine like everybody. I'm 25. Okay, gotcha. Which one is 25? My daughter. But like I just imagine like people always painted him out to be like this really like angry guy, but I'm like, yo, if you had people clowning you 24/7, like for years, you might be a little grouchy too. I'm 5'9". Oh, gotcha. But like, you know what I'm saying? You would be a little grouchy too. Like you might, somebody comes up and clowns you. I did an interview years ago. That's crazy, same age, same height. But like, well, she's 5'11", so she's taller than you. But no, send you the pic. Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, and like I'm sure he, like I said, it's just one of those things where it's like so I interviewed. I had one of the girls that worked at the toy shop with me. She actually is in music media, so that was like what she does. She goes and interviews people. So she would take me along on interviews with her, and there's like some of the stuff, like I said, is still up on YouTube. And so we interviewed Papa Roach, and that was one of the things that they touched on because Jacoby's really known for being a dick. Like he's known for being a dick. Like he's just that's kind of his thing, and that's what like one of the guitarists had said to us, and it made sense to me. He was like, "Well, he's like, he's like, you get one reporter that's like an asshole to you." 8 millimeter. Yeah, I'm like I'm very very short. Like my sister, I have an older sister that's 4'11", so it could have gone way worse for me. I'm very short, but that's why I said I play pool. You realize how hard it is to be a pool player when you're only 5'1". I got to bridge fucking everything. Like I got to bridge everything. Like it's crazy, but so yeah, I don't know, but so like it was. I can't imagine being clowned for years, and then once they get that reaction out of you once, and the other reporters they want to pull the same reaction, so they get a story out of it. So people are going to once you get known as being a dick, people are going to poke you more and more because they want to get a bad reaction out of you. That way they have more of a story. They want to paint you out to be sister and daughter. Or yeah, they're definitely they're actually like yeah yeah. His side is real tall. My ex husband was only like 6'6", 6'2", somewhere in there. He wasn't like overly tall. When I met his uncles, oh my god, they were all like 6'8". Like I had to come from his side because there's no way it came from mine. Nobody in my family is tall. Nobody. Like it had to. It had to like be from his side. Like I met his uncles and I was like, "What the fuck?" And they were like, "Oh, you're a cute little thing." I was like, "Oh," like he was like telling his uncles not to hit on me and shit. But I was like, "What the fuck?" Like looking up at everybody. So I said, "I'm little and feisty." That's how it is. I think most people that are little are feisty. We have to be. It's a matter of survival. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, I'm going to get ready and get my day started. I appreciate you guys stopping by to see me. I said, I'm not doing any makeup today. Fuck it. I'm not doing it. I'm going to go work for a bit. I need to paint a lot. Make sure you sub to me. Make sure that you follow me. I said, my web, look. See that beautiful site? You guys should go check out my site. I love talking to you. Sub to me. I normally come on live like every morning. You're always welcome to come back, Cena. You're always welcome to come back. I gotta go run my doggy outside too. So it's fame, age, and height. Look, I love TikTok's AI summaries. A casual chat about fame, age, and height. Share your thoughts. Like your channel. I should do a height comparison. Just giving an idea. Yeah, I was gonna say, she's like so not into like the social media shit. Like she's just not. Like she's just not into it at all. All right, guys, I will be back a little later on. I appreciate you guys stopping by to see me. I hope everybody has a great day. Go have the day you deserve. I'm gonna go have the one that I deserve. Well, hopefully I have better than what I deserve. But so I will catch y'all later. I send a story. Okay, I'll check when I get up.